you've been waiting a long time to play. What was it like to get in there and lead this team to tight victory?
Yeah, it has been a long time, and just happy. I feel very happy, relieved that I was able to get back in and play the game that I love. And it's been a long haul of some dark times since the first back injury, and then again opening the season. I worked so hard this offseason to get back and get ready, and for it to happen so soon was disappointing. But the medical staff here and the doctors here have been incredible and got me back and ready to go. And if an opportunity like this presented itself, I wasn't going to let it slide.
Can you take us through that fourth down play where you were scrambling out to your right and you hit Caleb on the sideline? Yeah,
we ran a solid play that I've run in years past and feel very comfortable with. I think they went cover 2, which is not the best look to run it into. And I knew it was fourth down and there wasn't a next play unless we moved the chains, and so I had to improvise. And Caleb made an incredible play to come back to me, meet the ball so no defenders could get in the way, and the line were just blocking their tails off to allow me to flush out of the pocket.
You took off a few times, and obviously coming off that back injury, how does your back feel, and were you at all nervous to take that first hit?
I wouldn't say nervous, but I was, there was some anticipation. And, I went in there, that first play was cold. I had to just jump in there right away, no warm-up throws or anything, but didn't get hit. And then the next series, I don't think I got hit. It was a 3-and-out. But then the following series, I was working through my progression and found my check down. And as I was throwing the ball to Josh Kelly, I got kind of crunched or hit from the left side. And when I felt that hit, I was like, that kind of took some weight off my shoulders, and I was like, all right, it's time to roll. And I felt good from there.
What was the discussion at halftime? Were you told right away that Dorian's going to be out for the second half, or was it at the end that you figured out? What was kind of the timeline there?
No, when he came out of the game, I know he's a really tough guy. Dorian's tough as nails, and I knew if he came out of the game, it had to be pretty significant. So when he did that, I went into the game not thinking anything else, but I was going to finish it out and lead the team to victory.
Was your injury, did it aggravate what had previously happened, and what exactly was it?
I'm not a doctor. I know that's so cliche, but some complications happened that were somewhat related to the one before. Luckily, there was no spine damage. Obviously, I played tonight, so. But yeah, I got very lucky with how things kind of shook out. There was no long-term damage, and it stinks. But it's part of the game, and I just had to keep my faith and keep my spirits high, and just try and make all my people proud and keep doing what I do.
How crazy was it that your first touchdown pass at UCLA was to Devin Asiasi, and it was his first catch and it was a touchdown? Just if you had said that like 1 or 2 years ago when you guys were at Michigan, how crazy is that?
Well, yeah, you look back to the year 2016, we had a lot of success. Devin Asiasi came in as a true freshman and balled out. I remember throwing him his first touchdown pass there versus Penn State, and that was a special moment. And tonight was just as special. Anytime you score, in football, you work so hard for 5 or 6 days to have a 3-hour window to show what you've done. It's special, and it was cool to connect with Asiasi just because of everything he has been through and I've been through, and we've been really together from the start, so it was cool.
Wilton, what's it mean to know for you guys, despite the adversity you guys have faced this year, that you're still in contention for the Pac-12 South title?
Yeah, that's obviously huge. We started off, we didn't win any of the non-conference games, but in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't have a tremendous impact on what you want to do as a team. And obviously, conference play is most important, especially when you're playing within the division. I think it just counts as double towards the end of the season when you kind of look at how things shake out. But yeah, I think the team, that locker room's filled with winners, led by a coaching staff full of winners, and we're going to keep winning each day and winning each meeting and winning each practice, and stack little wins until the outcome is what we want every Saturday.
Darnay, first off, congrats on the win. And secondly, we have to start with that chase down play. Where does that rank in terms of all-time plays for you?
First, I just want to get God out the glory. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to do that if he wasn't with me the whole entire time. And honestly, it was just another play in my book. You know, as a person who I am, I expect myself to make plays and do what I have to do to contribute to the team each and every way. That's on and off the field.
You're chasing him down. What were you thinking in that moment as you're just chasing him and kind of getting closer and closer as you get closer?
So when I started chasing him, I saw the ball. So I was like, all right, I'm going to take a shot. And then once I took a shot, the ball came out. I was like, all right, let me just recover it. And I was going to take off, but Quincy got in trouble for taking the ball out the end zone for his pick. So he bumped into me and said, get down. So I was like, all right, I was going to get down.
You guys are back in the Pac-12 South race after that slow start. What does that feel like? And you guys feel like you're a team with some momentum now?
So we're not too worried about rankings. You know, we just try to get a win each and every time we hit the field. That's a blessing. You know, we worked our butts off to get in that race, but we're just going to keep on doing what we have to do and be the most prepared team each and every Saturday or Friday.
2 takeaways in the end zone for the defense tonight, yours being one and then Quentin's being the other. Is that one of the biggest plays a defense can make? Is that something that you guys focus on every time you're in the red zone, not just stop them, but maybe get a takeaway?
Oh, yeah. Coach Kelly definitely do a huge emphasis on being a team who has the most turnovers when the game is over with. So that's something we try to do and make sure that we do whatever we can to just stay prepared and when the time comes, take advantage of it.
You guys gave up a ton of yards, but then held Arizona to the field goals 3 times in the red zone. How does the defense just kind of strengthen in the red zone and just hold those offense to field goals?
Honestly, just get back to the basics. You know, it starts tomorrow. You know, we have a short week this week, so just tying it up and just get ready for our game against Utah on Friday.
So this is now your 4th straight 100-yard game. It seemed like it was a little bit harder to get there. It was a slow start. How is this maybe different than the previous 3? Obviously, you got the win, too.
They have a great defense. They fought hard tonight. Yeah, it was just them. They were amazing up front. Then they were stout. I was just very fortunate that the offensive line, they blocked extremely hard tonight. Receivers blocked hard tonight. Tight ends blocked hard tonight. Quarterbacks made great reads. So I was extremely fortunate today, though. Appreciate it.
And can you talk about Andre playing today with everything he went through this week?
Yeah, man. Andre James, bro, like, we love him, man. We know what the type of week he's had all week. It was very unfortunate. It was sad. I think he was by far the best player on that field tonight. He played extremely hard. There's nothing there. He plays left tackle, and you know that's, especially being a part of the offensive line, that's the position right there. You got to protect the quarterback's blind side. You got to help in the run game. He's great. He's tremendous from us. I don't have enough words to say about how great of a player and a man he is, honestly.
What does this feel like just as a team to kind of emerge from that 0-5 start now with 2 wins in a row?
It's tremendous for us because we have like a very young team. And now that we've got some experience winning games now, it's like we got some momentum here. You know, what we're doing is working. So I think that these 2 wins for us it's a tremendous confidence booster. We're building off of this momentum. I can't wait. The sky's the limit for us.
What were your thoughts on how Wilton played today? And you know, when he came in for Dorian, were there any adjustments you guys made offensively?
Yeah, Wilton was excellent. It's kind of difficult when you're coming in from the backup situation. It's like, oh man, but he was extremely prepared. He was excellent tonight. Dorian, he was great too. So it's just great seeing them, like, you know, next man up philosophy, them stepping up and being ready to go. So he definitely played extremely well tonight.
How did you feel like Wilton, obviously it's very disappointing for him to have not been able to play in between when he got hurt. How do you think he kind of stayed engaged with the team during that time and was ready for this situation when it came?
Because he's a warrior, you know. He's been around the block. He's played Michigan. He's played some big-time opponents at Michigan. So he's always stayed ready. He's always stayed extremely humble. He's always been fighting hard at practice. So I think it's kind of crazy how, like you said, that he hasn't really played, and then he goes out here and then he just plays tremendous. He speaks to, like, how great of a man he is, how great of a teammate he is. So he's tremendous.
Josh, do you think this is one of the games where you guys really realize the full tempo that you can achieve as an offense? It was a couple drives there was like only a minute elapsed and it was 75 yards. Is this kind of near the ceiling a little bit with that tempo?
Wow. Oh, you said only a minute?
Yeah, the 4-play 75-yard drive took only a minute and 1 second off the clock.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of crazy. I think it speaks to how like hard we work at practice. You know, Coach Kelly's philosophy. We're clicking, we're getting there. You know, so playing fast. That's what we want to do. We want to play fast. So a minute, that's amazing. That's crazy. Now it doesn't really register in my head that we did that, but that's where we want to be. We want to be. You know, we want to be fast.
And did you talk to Dorian at all during the game after he went out? Do you know how he's doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just telling him, like, hey, we got you, man. We got you. Like, we're going to get this for you. Keep your head up. I was asking him how he was feeling. You know, we need him. He's a great player for us. So I was just telling him, like, mate, keep your head up. We got you.